What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Ultimate Team League Match Recap. It's good to be back. Yes, I've been out of action for a while, but I'm back now. And in this episode, I will be reviewing the Legendary Cup final between the young boss Anthony and the Funk Master Flex himself, Shatta Flexing. Uh, both guys battled hard to reach the final. They've seen off the likes of P, Blue, Larry. Is Larry even a player self when I'm mentioning his name? Eh? Anyway, I'm just joking, Larry. You know you're my boy. But yeah, they've seen off all oppositions, and now they're about to take each other on in the final. And it promises to be a good game. So, I mean, I guess to a certain degree, both of them had relatively disappointing season. That's why they find themselves in this inferior cup. I mean, legendary cup. But a cup is a cup. Nobody wants the Europa League until they win it, right? So I guess this is a way to rescue the season for both guys. But you know what? All jokes aside, both guys have done really well to reach the final, and it was a very good game. So let's get into the action. Too much talking. Let's get into the action. First of all, Shatta, you can't be coming into a cup final match with this kind of team. 75 rated centre back, blood. 76 rated left back. Come on, bruv. This is something I expect to see at the beginning of FIFA, not at this stage. And this is a cup final, mate. Look at the team you're bringing to a cup final. And you want to win? I mean, okay, Martial, Aguero, I give you that. But this defensive lineup, with the exception of maybe Walker and De Gea, you're just asking for it, mate. But hey, what do I know? So that's Shatta's team. But you know what? Team aside, Shatta got off to a cracking start. To my amazement, he actually took the lead. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it, eh? I mean, look at this. Lingard picking up the ball, and you don't give people space. In that D area, he bangs with Jesse Lingard, and it flies into the top corner. Nice one, mate. Shatter takes the lead, and we have a game on our hands. And if the way Shatter came out of the blocks is anything to go by, then this is going to be a cracking game for him. And Shatter had the opportunity to make it two. Yes, even with this shabby team, he had an opportunity to extend his lead. Anthony Martial playing a delicious ball through to Aguero, who tries to low driven finesse it, but not enough power. And De Gea is able to make the save. And unfortunately, Shatta could not extend his lead. And following on from that, he would really regret that miss because having missed the chance in one end, Daniel Rose bursts into the box there. Kyle Walker takes him down, the battle of the fullbacks. Unfortunately, Kyle Walker brings down Danny Rose. It looks a bit soft to me, a bit of a questionable penalty, but nonetheless, it's a penalty. And who else to take it? None other than the Arsenal legend, Thierry Henry. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Anyway, Thierry Henry, the Arsenal legend, steps up and he gives Shatta the good old calm down celebration. Calm down, bruv. And the cup final is tied at 1-1. Henry tucks it in and levels. Anthony himself also had a chance to extend his lead, and unfortunately, he's unable to convert. And here's the opportunity coming up. Henry, one on one, De Gea with an excellent save. But Henry really should be putting those away. And as a result of that opportunity came this corner. The first corner, he takes it, he goes out for another corner, and from this resulting corner, Anthony would eventually extend his lead. It's a bit of a scrappy goal. Rooney hits the post, and then Henry finally puts it in the back of the net. And having gotten off to a cracking start, Shatta now finds himself 2-1 down. He had the opportunity with Aguero where he could have extended, but it was a timid shot. Now, after a scrappy goal by Anthony, he's 2-1 down. Can he get back into it? It waits to be seen. I need to switch video at this point because we have two separate recordings and the game continues. On this video, the miss of the game has to go to Anthony. He had a great opportunity to double his lead with Andrei Shevchenko, I believe it was, but unfortunately he couldn't convert. Let's take a look at that chance now, and I give this the miss of the game. So Henry with a nice cross into the box, Shevchenko volleys and he just cracks it off the bar. And that could have been 3-1 to Anthony, but he was unable to convert. And as far as the first half goes, that was the action. Let's take a look at some of the halftime statistics. Oops. Hold your horses, mate. So, at the half, we can see that Anthony had a majority of shots, possession, and shot on target, and deserves to be in the lead. Now, let's get on with the game. And Anthony now in the second half he hits the second gear. Shatta unable to really, find his feet after such a great start. He kind of died out as the game progressed, and Anthony really started to come into the game, and he would ultimately take the lead, or I mean extend his lead rather. Shatta was caught sleeping. Nice 1-2 there between Henry and Dybala, and how about that for a finish? Look at that chip. Want some salt with that chip, Shatta? Hey, want some salt with that chip? I mean, that was a beautiful goal from Anthony. A great finish by Dybala. And it's 3-1. And Anthony really left friendship at the door in this game. At this point, he could have said, you know what, Shatta's me mate. Let me take it easy on him. But nope. Anthony was relentless. He would push on for that fourth goal. And it comes here, Dybala picking up the ball, Henry playing Sane through, who I believe came on as a sub. And he puts it bottom left. Yeah. Anthony in full control right about now. And Shatta left thinking about what could have been. And having taken the lead, Shatta just began to crumble. And crumble he did. And eventually conceding a fifth. Anthony bursting into the box, across to Sane, and he heads home for his second. That's pretty much lights out in game. I mean, this is a cup final, remember, people. And the Youngboss just bossing it. And yeah, Shatta really showed up in the first few minutes and then just died out, really. And again, I think it comes back to the quality of players that he had in defense. Anthony able to penetrate that defense with such ease, because you can't be rocking 70 rated cards in such a crucial game at this stage of FIFA. It's just not going to work. Shatta would eventually pull back a consolation, and it proved to be nothing more than a consolation goal. I mean, he wins the ball back in defense, plays a nice ball to Willian, and Koscielny there finds Martial, who bursts into the box with his pace, squares it to Aguero. It was actually a very good counter-attack in the end, and he dead fishes Anthony. Why? I don't know. You're 5-2 down and you're dead fishing. Okay then. Yeah. So, but that's one thing I like about Shatta. Like, jokes aside, he's a guy with a he doesn't take it too seriously. Even when he's losing, he's having fun, and that's what it's about. At the end of the day, it's all fun. Yeah, we might bust, we might take the mic and take digs at each other, but it's all fun at the end of the day, and it's great to see Shatta being positive and having fun, even though it's 5-2 down. But yeah, great game in the end. Well, for Anthony at least, he wins it 5-2, deservedly so, and he is the inferior, legendary cup champion. I just had to drop that one in. Well done, Anthony. Well done to the young boss.